Shalom to the house of Israel. Shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, as mentioned in James 1 and 1. Shalom to the heathen, mentioned in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 33 and 34, as hearing and understanding and having a shepherd in the end of the world. Shalom to all the sons of Adam, but Israel first. Okay, this is part 2 of Are We as Israelites descendants of some evil, tender-zicking, cutthroat, jealous, hating ass niggas? This is part 2 of that. Okay, today we're going to talk about Solomon a little bit. Okay, boys and girls. Let's start at 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 11. 11 in the King's English. But King Solomon loved many strange women together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you. Why? Why, Lord? Why did you say that? For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. So he fell in love with the women that was going to turn his heart. It says that he has 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father. But Solomon went after Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord and went not fully after the Lord as did David his father. Okay, the Most High saying, and this is saying David's heart was perfect because he never worshiped another God. David wasn't perfect, but his heart never bowed or obeyed another God. That's why David was considered 100. It says, and Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord and went not fully after the Lord as did David his father. Then did Solomon build a high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrificed unto their gods. So we see that Solomon did some tender dicking, didn't he? Today we call that tender dicking. Them wives, them heathen women that you got, that you fell in love with, you were so in love with, you went ahead and let them convince you to start building idols and temples and groves in Jerusalem so they could worship the devil in Jerusalem. That's tender dicking. Yeah, you was tender. You should have, you know what I'm saying? Where's the Ike Turner in you to straighten that out? Huh? Nah, baby face. You know what I'm saying? I die for you. Yeah. No. Yeah, this is who we come from, Solomon. You know. Let's see how the Most High felt about that. It says, and the Lord was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned from the Lord God of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice, and had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods, but he kept not that which the Lord had commanded, which the Lord commanded. Wherefore the Lord said unto Solomon, for as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes which I have commanded thee, I will surely rend the kingdom from thee and will give it to thy servant. So Solomon is being demoted here. Same as Saul. Same as Saul. Except the Most High talking directly to Saul. Same as Saul. We talk about Saul. Well, I talk about Saul. Be saying Saul was a hating ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? David, kind of did the same thing as Saul in a way, in a couple ways. Okay, so we have convicted Solomon of tender dicking. We have convicted him of that. Okay, so let's turn over to 1 Kings 11 and 28. It says, and the man Jeroboam was a mighty man of valor, and Solomon, seeing the young man that he was industrious, he made him ruler over all the charge of the house of Joseph. And it came to pass at that time when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem, that the prophet Ahijah the Shilonite found him in the way, and he had clad himself with a new garment, and they too were alone in the field. And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him and rent it in 12 pieces. So Ahijah was kind of aggressive, wasn't he? He kind of tore all Jeroboam's mink off and tore it in 12 pieces and threw it and said that he said to Jeroboam, take thee 10 pieces, for thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon and will give 10 tribes to thee. So the Most High done picked somebody else the same way when Saul messed up. He went and anointed David. Had Samuel go put some oil on David. Same thing. But he didn't anoint Jeroboam, but he had sent the prophet to him and tore his clothes and gave him 10 tribes. That's what happened? Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, this is 1 Kings 11 and 40. It says, Solomon sought therefore to kill Jeroboam. And Jeroboam arose and fled into Egypt unto Shishak, king of Egypt, and was in Egypt until the death of Solomon. So Solomon did the same shit as Saul, didn't he? Saul started to want to kill David, didn't he? And Solomon, once he knew that Jeroboam was going to be king of them northern tribes, he started trying to kill Jeroboam. Same as Saul, jealous ass, hating ass nigga, right? Remember Saul got mad because the women's was saying, ooh, David's a real killer. He done killed way more people than Saul. Yeah, the same thing. Cain and Abel. Cain was jealous because Abel's offering was accepted before the Lord. Same thing, jealousy. So Solomon was a hater too, right? And David wasn't even willing to kill Saul. Remember, he said he wasn't going to kill the Lord's anointed. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to kill a man that the Most High picked as king. He wasn't going to do that. That's why he killed the little Amalekite. Right? Solomon wasn't like David. He wasn't cut like David. David wasn't perfect either. But look at Solomon. We come from some tender dicking, jealous ass niggas, hating and weird about women and turn their back on the Most High. That's who we come from, man. The heathen read this and know that we tender dicking and jealous of each other. You can see that today. We still doing that. Shalom.